Let me just turn off the music first, cause this is gonna distract. Oh shoot! All right, that's gonna distract the hell out of me. What's up, Sportex? Alright, of course we gotta go on his stage. Who requested Geese? Hunters did. I'm just waiting. Hunters asked me if I could do a Geese and Akuma guide, and I told him yes, because I do play those characters, but I'm gonna do Geese first, because I'm a little more comfortable with him than Akuma. But first I have to wait for Hunters to come in. I already told him that I'm starting, so he should be here soon. But how you doing today? Alright, there he is. Alright, what's good? Okay, so I guess we can just get right to it. So first, I guess we can cover his strengths and weaknesses. So, the number one thing with Geese that I notice is his damage. His damage is arguably the best in the game. I think you can argue it could even be better than Paul's. I don't know, but this guy's damage output and comeback potential is insane. If you have meter and you get this combo and there's a wall nearby, yeah, you're kind of fucked. And his wall carry is also godlike. You see how far the ball travel is? I'm doing alright, Sportex. I had a Soul Calibur stream earlier. I'm doing pretty good. So yeah, his comeback potential is pretty fucking crazy. Now here's the thing. This does take execution. This is number one. This is also very important. Geese does take execution, but it's not as bad as Akuma's. And I just think Geese is just a little bit more rewarding compared to Geese. I mean, not Geese, Akuma. Because Akuma has to take risks to get damage. Where Geese, you don't have to take as much risk. What the fuck? Oh, you didn't hit him. Okay, I think that was an accident. But yeah, his damage output is crazy. His another thing that makes Geese so strong is his poking. Especially for a 2D character, his poking is insane. His pressure is just, and his control at close range is pretty fucking good. Okay, he has a lot of very strong pokes. His jab alone is good. His 1-2 is good. 1-1 is good. His extensions off here are pretty good. Even though they do come with risk, especially the mid, because both hits are launch punishable. But they're there to use. His down 4-1 is great. It was nerfed in season 3, but it's still great. Down 4-1-1, down 4-1-4, pretty good extensions. It's not a Leroy, but it's still very good. Very good stuff afterwards. His dick jab used to be pretty fucking stupid. Now luckily this combo was removed. In season 2, that used to be a combo and you could link it, but they removed that. So now you do still have this, and as a panic move, that's still not bad because if they block it, it's plus. You can pressure afterwards, and it wall splats. That's great, So after down for 1-1, that's not a bad idea. But if they know you're gonna do that, they can low parry it obviously, but you should be mixing it up. Now you shouldn't just be doing the same thing every time. You have to be unpredictable, right? So yeah, his poking is great. His lows were nerfed. His down 3 mainly was nerfed, but it's still a pretty decent low because of the extensions you can do off of it. And that's another thing. His 50-50 can be very annoying if you don't know how to deal with it. But I'll talk about more about that maybe when I get through it in the move list. But yeah, his strengths overall, he has amazing damage. The execution is not that bad. And his poking is great. His poking and his pressure is really fucking good. You know? And also, even his defensive play is pretty good. Because he has these dumbass parries. These parries, in my opinion, are some of the best in the game. In fact, in Season 2, before the boss came out, launched Leroy, these were the best parries in the game. Outside of Jin. But I think these were even better, in my opinion. This one will beat mids. This one will beat highs, and this one will beat lows. They have their own animations, and they do completely different things. I guess I could show them to you. So, if you parry a high... Yeah, that's very important, Hunters. You do gotta learn to do that stuff. Because it gives you so much comeback potential with him. Alright, so if you parry a high, that happens. Sometimes I like to do... while running 1 into a parry, or sometimes I'll do down for 1-1 parry, because if I think they're gonna jab afterwards, that's a pretty decent option. But the mid one is where it gets scary, especially if you have meter. Okay. So if you parry a mid, he'll pull you to the other side, and you're at plus 16. With guaranteed, the opponent can't block. And if you have meter, this is a launcher. This is a launching parry. Okay, you get all that. But yeah. And if you don't have meter, you can still do... fuck, I messed it up. God damn it. Okay, my execution's not good. I'm sorry, my execution's not that good right now. But basically, you can do 2-1 into a mix-up, or you can do it into this, guaranteed. But if you have meter, that becomes a launcher. Pretty scary. And then if you parry a low... wait, I hit the wrong parry. That happens, and you get a screw. It's basically a low parry, except you get more damage from it. So if you know 100% they're gonna go for a low, that's a pretty good option to go for. Not bad at all. So even his defensive play, I still think is very good because of these parries and his dick jab. Sure, again, it was toned down in Season 3. Thank God they did that, but it's still a very good option. What's up, Nailin? How you doing, man? So those are his strengths. Now if we're talking about weaknesses, I would say his range. His range, he does have range issues. You really do want to be up close with Geese, again, so you can pressure, and if you step, you can capitalize on it. Sure, he does have Repukins, but you cannot rely on that at far ranges. If they know you're gonna do that, then some characters can jump over, like the Kings can do capital punishment and fuck you up. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to stream either, Nailin, but Hunter said he wanted me to do a Geese guide stream and also an Akuma one. The Akuma one I'm gonna do maybe tomorrow, but right now I want to do Geese because I'm more comfortable with him. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, he has range problems, especially when it comes to block punishment. If you block moves that have a lot of pushback, Geese has a really hard time punishing because he doesn't have a lot of range on certain attacks, you know? And especially when he doesn't have meter, he basically can't launch you from standing. The fastest non-meter launcher he has is 4-1+2. This is 24 frames. Pretty damn slow. So when it comes to certain block punishment with Geese, you know, some characters can abuse things because Geese can't launch it. The worst thing really he could get is something like this. Okay, whatever. I'm sorry about that. Anyway. But this is really the only thing he can get without meter. Now when he does get meter, he gets a 14 frame launcher. Pretty scary. So keep this in mind. If you have meter, he gets a 14 frame launcher from standing. If you don't have meter, he can't launch until probably 24 frames. So when you're playing against Geese, keep this in mind. If he doesn't have meter, you can abuse the fuck out of extremely unsafe mids that he won't be able to launch. You can really abuse that against him. Keep that in mind. But again, his range is a problem. That's my biggest complaint with him, honestly. Other than that, Geese is really fucking strong. Even though he has been nerfed a lot, I think he's still one of the best characters in the game. I still think he's top tier. Easy top tier. I really do think that. I just think he, you know, his damage alone is really what carries him, I would say. But I guess now we could talk about his punishment. His punishment, again, depends if you have meter or not. If you don't have meter, his punishment, standing punishment, is not very good. Actually, it's not good at all. I mean, outside of, I guess, maybe minus 10 or 12. But once you get up to 15 without meter, Geese has problems. But when you do have meter, he's a whole different character. So, for 10 frames, he has 1-1-2. This is going to be your main 10 frame punish. He doesn't have a lead jab, unfortunately. But his jab still has pretty good range. It's +7 on hit. There is some pushback, but here, down 4 is uninterruptible. It is very risky to go for, but they can't backdash out of that, I don't think. Let me just test it. This is normally what I do after a, Oh wait, that was on hit. Wait, what the fuck am I doing? Guys, I'm getting so used to Soul Calibur right now, I'm sorry. Nope, you can't backdash that. And I don't think forward 4 can be backdashed, but forward 4 is slower. But if they're ducking you, you have forward 4. So you have some options here. Not the most options though, because it does push back quite a bit. Like down 4-1, as you can see, won't reach. So keep that in mind where position you're at after this on hit, but you still get a lot of plus frames. Or you can just push him back and then go out here, but I wouldn't recommend doing that because Geese is so good at close range. You know? And for 12 frames, he has back 1-2. This was nerfed in I think it was in some update they did nerf this move. I don't know why they did, but it used to be, I think, +4 on hit, I think. But now it's only +1. But it still does 28 damage, which is pretty good. But this also used to be safe on block, and now it's -12. I don't understand why they nerfed this, but because I actually used to do parry setups from this on block, but you can't really do that now because it's unsafe. But this is your 12 frame punish. Excuse me. For 13 frames, he has down forward 1-1. There's really no reason to do this over back 1-2. The only reason why is because it gives +4 frame advantage, which is better than only +1. But the only reason why I would do down forward 1-1 as a punisher over back 1-2 is because the first hit is a mid. And this is a high, of course. The first hit is a high. Like, let's say if you block a move that's -13 and recovers crouching, this won't work because back 1 is high. This will punish. Perfect example of this is the bears up forward 3-4 1+2. If they go into hunting bear stance, this won't work. This won't hit. This will hit them because the first hit is mid. So against a move like that, then I will use down for 1-1 to punish it. But other than that, you would just, I guess, still go for back 1-2. And for 14 frames, of course, back 3-2. 14 frame launcher, if you have meter. Remember, you have to have meter to have access to this launcher. But if you do, yeah, Geese has one of the best 14 frame punishes in the game. Because it's a launcher and it's +2 on block. That's pretty freaking good in my opinion, don't you think? But again, without it, you just get this, you get a knockdown. And for 15 frames, okay, if you have meter, Geese basically kills you. If this stage wasn't so damn short. Now, if you don't have meter, this is what you get. You either can do this, or you can do that. Or you can do this high into a 50-50. So if you don't have meter, that's what you do. But, let's say you have meter hunter. Oh, you're -15, huh? Or more? I dropped it. But, yeah, you died, basically. So yeah, if you're minus 15 and if you have walls, yeah, kiss your life bar goodbye. I think that's more damage than what Paul would get with his rage cancel. Like, it's just insane. If you have meter, I mean, you basically die with this. They need to nerf the damage on that. They really do. But that's a standing punishment. So for wall standing punishment, you have wall standing 4 for 11 frames. It's plus 6 on hit, which is pretty good. It does have pushback though, just like the 1-1-2, but it's something. Do you get a death combo? Yeah, he does. He has a death combo, and the death combo is not even that hard to do. I mean, it's hard, but it's not like Akuma difficulty. How do you turn his meter? How do you turn his meter? What do you mean by that? I don't know what you mean by that. But yeah, his wall standing 4, 11 frames plus 6. It's good. For 13 frames, he gets wall standing 1 into this. Oh, I forgot to mention, off of his jab, this is a natural combo. So if you have execution, then this is actually your 10 frame punish. It's 1, core circle back 1. Maybe I could turn on command history. Maybe that will make it a little bit more consistent. But yeah, core circle back 1. How do you turn on his meter? Oh yeah. Basically, you just go to other settings, and for the 2D characters, right here, player power gauge, max or not set. See? So that's how you do it. And then you get unlimited meter. But yeah, this is gonna be your 10 frame punish for players who have execution, 27 damage, knockdown. Really good. And for 13 frames, this is what you get. I think could you get more than this actually? No, you don't. So yeah, you can do this into mix-ups, or you can just do this. 32 damage and knockdown. This does take execution, but it's pretty good. And then for 15 frames, he actually has 2 15 frame launchers. He has full crouch down forward 1. It's not while standing 1, it's full crouch down forward 1. 15 frames. Range is okay. It's minus 14 on block, so a little bit more unsafe than a generic while standing 1. Yeah, no problem, Hunter. And, you know, it's your mid launcher. You know, it's good. It's good. And then you have wall standing 3 as well. This one immediately screws though. But this one I think is safe on block, I think. Yeah, it's safe on block. So if you want a safe wall standing launcher, but give less reward, like if you want to be safe, if you don't know low's minus 15, then you can go for that. But also, if a low is minus 15 and recovers crouching, you can't use this. You just go for this. So his most standing punishment's good. You know. His standing punishment without meter is not very good. But once you have meter, it's insane. Especially when you get to minus 14 or more. Let's see here. So, let's see. I guess we can now look at his moves in the move list, I guess. Just to glance at what I'm gonna miss. This is a super. Oh yeah, Deadly Rave. I can't do Deadly Rave because I suck. I don't know. How do you do it again? Oh yeah. I'm gonna try to hit this. Will this work? Yeah, so yeah, you know, this is hard to do. This is another thing that takes execution, but in certain combos, I'll show you guys what it looks like. I can't remember this. I can't remember this shit. The last hit of that, and by the way, guys, the last hit of that Deadly Rave, I don't think scales. So that does insane damage. So his damage gets even higher with Deadly Rave. But it is very hard. That's very hard to do. But, you know, if you're a really good Geese player, then you're going to use that. It is. It is very hard to do. Even I really can't do it, but it's there. These are your starter moves for certain combos. You know, you got like Hunter, you know this. Where the Geese player will do this, they'll do this. I cannot talk right now. Or he'll do this, or this. There's a lot of mix-ups. Like, Geese has unlimited mix-ups. And then you have the Repukens, you know. If you're at really far ranges, you know, they're Repukens basically. They're kind of like fireballs, except they go across the ground. So they actually hit grounded. But the opponent can jump over them if they know what they're doing. And they're very steppable, obviously, but you know. And then you have the double Repuken. The double Repuken is only used in wall combos. Jab, jab, like that. Now, the reason why most of the time I'll do this for less damage, you get much better wake-ups. Because with the double Repuken, you lose a lot of your Okizeme. As you can see, the opponent recovers much faster. So, most of the time I just go for a Repuken, like a single one, just for better Oki. Oh yeah, that's the chop. Again, that's only used in combos. Keep in mind the second hit is duckable. In case you didn't know, it's mid-high. Or is it special mid? That's special mid. Okay, I didn't know that. But yeah, the second hit is high, but you're only using that in combos anyway, so you should never get that ducked. That's only that's... How fast is this? This is 15 frames. This option you would only use after certain punishes, like a jab. Other than that, that move's kind of whatever. And then you have this mix-up. This mix-up can be pretty fucking annoying depending on what Geese you're playing. There will be some Geese players that will be very predictable with this. And you'll punish them easily for it because, remember, the first hit is a high. So if, let's say the Geese player always does this. I guess I'll show you. I fucked it up. My execution is godlike. My execution is so godlike. Okay, here we go. So, fucking Soul Calibur notations, god damn it. So, the way you beat this is you have to duck that and punish in time, and then you'll eliminate the mix-up. So if you're getting pretty annoyed by that mix-up, if the Geese player is being predictable with it, then you'll be able to punish him for it. But most good Geese players will do it after more unpredictable stuff, like off of a jab or a dick jab, and get mix-ups that way. So there's a lot of mix-ups you can do with this. What's up, Poochie? Yeah, another stream. This is a stream for Hunter. Hunter wanted me to teach him some Geese and Akuma. I wasn't supposed to stream again today. Poochie, I would love to come to your stream if you did that, but I know how you're feeling about it. But yeah, I should also mention that the mid is safe on block if they block it, but the low is launch punishable. So I'm pretty sure most of y'all know that, but just again, I just wanted to refer to it. It can be very annoying to deal with this, especially against good Geese players that will be very unpredictable with it. But against predictable Geese players, you'll be able to punish that. But once you get into... how do you get into it? You know, I'll just do this. So once you get into this stance, max mode right here, these options are just as punishable on block, but they're much scarier. Because both of them will become launchers. And they have the exact same frames. And the low also becomes a launcher. So when you're in max mode, these moves also change, and they both become launchers, so they can be especially even more scary. Do whatever you want, Poochie. Do whatever you want. But anyway, so then you have these options. These options are mainly used like in certain combos. They are both power crushes, so you can keep that in mind. So if you want to use it as a power crush, you can do that. And they both have different punishes. This one is mid-high, but it's safe on block, as you can see. -9 with pushback. But obviously, as you guys see, it's high, so duck the second hit if they're being predictable. Predictable Geese players are free, but more unpredictable Geese players can be very annoying to deal with. But if they're abusing this one because it's safe on block, just remember, duck the second hit, and you'll be able to punish it. This one is mid, so you can't duck this obviously, but on block it's minus 14 with no pushback. So if they're doing this one a lot, just make sure to punish him. Just make sure to punish it. But they're mainly used in combos, but you can also use them as power crushers if you want to. Sometimes I like to do this, and if they like to come in and do something, I can do it again. You know? I mean, but if they're never ducking this, just abuse it. It's annoying. It's a power crush and it's safe. And wall spots. So, just ways to deal with those moves. What's this? Oh yeah, that's another thing you can do. It's yeah, you can jump back and do Repukens. Or do these bubbles. Again, just don't be unpredictable with those or you'll get punished. Oh yeah, you can do this as well. This is mainly used in a max mode. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either. Man, my execution right now. How do I do this? Okay, here we go. Wait, do I have to do... No, I don't do that. There is something you can do with this, but I don't remember it. Okay, that. So you can make forward 1 plus 2. I think it becomes... Does it become plus on block, I think? Yeah. So this makes forward 1 plus 2 a better launcher. If you're in max mode, because it becomes plus 4 on block. And I think it's used in certain combos as well. Yeah, that's max mode. I already talked about all these options. Oh wait, not this one. Oh yeah, this one is only used in combos, that's it. It's launch punishable on block, as you guys can see. The only reason why you would use this option is if you want to, next to a wall, if you're in max mode, because this is actually a wall bounce. Like that. So if you're near a wall, then you would do that one. But other than that, that option is useless. What's this one? Oh yeah. I think that's basically this, but I think it's plus on block or safe. Let me just check. Yeah, it's safe on block. Okay. You have the jump back. I already saw that. Both these options are only combo used as well. You can actually use this for a panic move because he is invincible and it comes out in 9 frames. But again, like this one is mainly used outside of combos from the wall. And if you're doing combos near, like with a wall, obviously you do Raging Storm. Hang on, let me stand and approach. Then you would do that. I didn't even do the full combo, and you see how much damage it did. And the other one is also mainly used in combos. If there's no wall nearby. Garbage execution today. I don't know, you do something. And while running 1 is guaranteed after certain combos. So that's the only reason why you'd use this. That is guaranteed, but you have to be fast. I can't do it, but just believe me on that. It is guaranteed. What the fuck is this? Oh yeah, that's garbage. Okay, 112, I talked about that. 1-2, this is another one of his pokes. This is another poke that I use. Thank you, Hunter, I appreciate that. I've practiced a lot with Geese, so I have pretty good execution with him. But yeah, 1-2 is a natural combo. It's plus 4 on hit, it's safe on block. It has extensions. You know, this is the generic 4-3. It has the same frames. You know, you can throw it in from time to time. This string, there's a lot of risk. It is mid, and if you do hit with the third hit, the last hit is guaranteed. Pretty good, right? And on counter hit, this thing is not a combo now. If you counter it with the second hit, the whole thing's guaranteed. So sometimes I can use it for hesitation. You can delay the third hit a little bit. But both of these mids are launch punishable. This is minus 19, last hit's minus 15. So they're both launch punishable. So there is risk involved with all of these extensions, because this one can obviously be ducked. So if the opponent knows that, I would just normally do 1-2 into more pressure, because they'll be hesitating. You know? And I do something else. So yeah, that string is pretty good. The 2 option, I've talked about that. Again, unlimited mix-ups from here. This is another one of your combo start kind of tools. We know about that. 3-3, I think this move kind of sucks. I've never used this move on purpose. It is a natural combo, and but it's 0 on hit, which isn't very good, and on block it's minus 13. I just can't find a use for this move. That move is, just don't use it. I don't see why you would use it. His standing 4, however, is a move I would use from time to time. They did nerf this move in Season 3. This move actually used to be, I think, minus 3 on block or something, but now it's minus 8. So yeah, now, you definitely lose your turn, but it is a high, but it does screw airborne opponents. It's quite fast, it's 16 frames, it has pretty good range, it's homing, and on counter hit it launches. So it's a pretty good move in that sense. You can set up parries. You might be able to set up parries after this, but I'm not sure because of how minus it is. What's up, Joe? Not Gel, Jay. I'm sorry about that. I can't talk today. But yeah, his standing 4 is pretty good. Not the best magic 4 in the world, but it's definitely usable. 1+2, this move I do use in certain wall combos. On its own, you can actually use this as a 14 frame, actually, yeah. You can actually use this as a 14 frame punish with non-meter. On hit, you get a guarantee back 2. I actually didn't mention this in the punishment section. So I apologize on that, because I never use this move. I think this move isn't very good. It does wall splat though. So for minus 14 that you don't have meter, you can use that. But the move itself is minus 14. So it's it's quite unsafe. Now it can be hard to punish because it's such a fast move, but I don't know. Other than using this move as a punisher, I don't really see why you would use it, because in Season 1, I actually used this move in Season 1 because it was safe on block. And it it knocked down on counter hit. But now it knocks down on normal hit, but it's more unsafe. So this move, use the move with caution. Alright, thank you. What's good, Arcade? How you doing, man? I'm just doing a Geese guide for Hunter here. 4-2-1, I think this move also sucks. It is a natural combo. It does wall splat, I think. Yeah, it does wall splat, but the problem with this move, it is safe on block, but it's like mid-high, hello, duck the second hit and punish. First hit on its own is minus 14. So if you try to do that, the frames are so bad. So you don't use it like as a hesitation tool. I have other tools to do that. So this move is trash. So I wouldn't use it. Forward, this is a pretty good move. It's a long range, it's basically the extension of down forward 1-4. But it's minus 13 on block, but this one has a lot of pushback. So if you space it correctly, it's basically safe against most characters. It knocks down wall splats, and on counter hit it launches. Pretty good move at further ranges. At far ranges it's a pretty good move, but it is very linear, so that is something to keep in mind. Geese is actually kind of weak to sidestep. He's not the best when it comes to sidestepping, because his homing moves are not that scary in my opinion. But yeah, this move is very steppable, so keep that in mind. Stepping against Geese is also a pretty good idea, because his home moves, again, are just not the best. Unless if you're near the wall, then obviously these moves become more scary. Damn, I'm so sorry to hear that, Arcade. Yeah, Geese can be pretty cheesy. But he is very hard at the same time. 4-1+2, this move is extremely important. This is your fastest launcher with non-meter from standing. Has good range, it's mid. It's a launcher, obviously. Pretty good. And it is safe on block. But the problem with it is that it's extremely slow. Very, very slow. He does jump, so for a good thing, it does low crush. That's always great. But since it's so slow, you can be jabbed out of it and comboed. And it's also very steppable. It doesn't look like it's steppable because he does kind of swing his arm around, but this doesn't have very good tracking at all. I guess I could show you. Watch it now all of a sudden be have godlike tracking. Shit. Alright. See? Terrible tracking. No, I mean, very little tracking. Psh, body slammed. But yeah, this move is very steppable. It doesn't look super steppable, but it is. Wow, Jay, you gotta get that sidestep up, buddy. I'm just messing with you. My sidestep is C as well, by the way, so I can't say nothing. But yeah, it's a great move, but it has its weaknesses. Again, it's slow, it's linear, and you can be jab floated out of it. And again, on block, it's -9, so you completely lose your turn afterwards. So that's another thing you gotta keep in mind. And it's quite bad on whiff as well. If this move whiffs, you're kind of fucked. Against a good player. His down 4-1, I talked about it earlier as a poking move. It's very good. It's +5 on hit, -3 on block. But it has extensions, so that's why it's fair. Down 4-1-1, natural combo, +4 on hit, -4 on block. This was -1 or 2, I think, before, but they did tone it down to -4. That's still pretty good. But it is high, so if the opponent's spamming this, duck the second hit and punish. Down for 1-4, it's basically forward 4. It has literally the exact same properties. This one's quite delayable, but it's -13 with almost no pushback. Like even Geese's back 1-2 will reach here, so. But it does counter hit launch. I throw it out from time to time, but this one is more. This one is kind of risky to do because it doesn't have any pushback. I sidestep quite a bit, but I don't know. It's weird. Oh yeah, I saw that video, Jay. That's some good shit right there. I've only gotten 3 S+s one time, but then I lost it immediately. Down 4-2. This move is also really good. This move is also quite heavily nerfed coming into season 3. It's heavily minus on block now. I think in season 2 it was only -4 or 5. But yeah, now -9. So not good at all. But it's a quite fast mid. It's homing. It is still safe on block. It does wall splat, and it is a counter hit launcher. And because of Geese's damage, you can get some pretty good damage from it. So it's a good move, very good move. You know, mid homing, safe counter hit launcher. I'll take that. Yeah, no need to rush. I mean, rank is fraudulent anyway, so it's like it's whatever. Do I have any water? Hang on, let me get some water, guys. Alright. Let me keep going. Fuck Cat. Fuck Cat, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jay, but I fucking hate her. But, I'm down 4-3. I don't use this move very often, but there is some mix-up potential with this. Down 3 on its own doesn't... On hit, it doesn't have very good frames, and it's only -13, which isn't terrible. Down 3-4 is not a natural combo. -13, but it is a counter combo, but it's also -2. Both these options have the same frames on hit and block. This option, however, is decent because it's plus on block, and I think it's still a wall bounce. Yeah, it's basically his back too. This option is okay, but it can be interrupted. And then you have this option. There are some Geese players that I do see use this, but I'm not a big fan of these mix-ups. I just think there are some risk involved with them. Yeah, fuck Katarina. I like Law though. I like Law. Law is cool. He's cool. But Katarina, she disgusts me. I'm sorry. Man. Let me breathe. Okay. So his dick jab, I talked about that earlier. It's very good, but it was nerfed. It's not as good as it used to be. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that right now, Arcade. But yeah, I know him. So his down 2, this is gonna be one of his lows. It's very fast, unseeable, which is very good. It is minus on hit though, so keep that in mind. And on block, it's minus 14. So not the best frames and not a very good range, but it high crushes instantly. And it's just your quick low poke. I don't think it does anything on counter hit though. No, nothing on counter hit. Yeah, nothing on counter hit. Because he's fraudulent, Arcade. We all know that. He's just fraudulent. I don't want to say that, but he just is. Down 3, this is also a pretty good low. It also high crushes and is very fast, but this low is also nerfed to shit. On block, it's minus 15. It used to only be minus 12. But there is a jab extension where you can do all your goddamn mix-ups. So that's why I think that this low is still very good. There's a lot of mix-ups you can do with this. These players will definitely have fun with this low. And on its own, you can poke with it, but again, the frames are not good on it. And this on its own is minus 9. So again, you completely lose your turn. Oh, Jay, shut up. God damn it. The character's fucking cheesy, man. Damn. Okay, so down 4, this is gonna be one of your better lows because it has good range and it also high crushes. His lows are really fast. That's something I like. He has really, really fast lows. It is launch punishable on block, so that's a problem. But again, you can mix this up into anything you want. Or you could just do down 4 on its own, just to harass them. But on counter hit, it launches. It's a counter hit launcher and high crushes and fast. I fucked it up again because my execution's garbage. But yeah, it has long range. It tracks both ways. I don't think these lows track that well. I don't know, but this one will track you. Most riskier Geese players will use this at ranges because this is one of your long range lows. But again, it's very unsafe. If this move on block still led to this, this would definitely be one of the best lows in the game by a pretty good margin of the cast. So yeah, his down 4 is very good, but again, there is risk involved. But just to let you know, Hunter, all of these lows, they're all good. But then we're gonna get to a size at 3. This low is fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna get to that low in a second. Down 1+2, this is gonna be your more, also a very risky low. It is unseeable by most players. On hit, it does give a guaranteed, ground throw. So that's pretty good. It does high crush, but it is launch punishable. So if they block it, you're gonna get launched by, I think, everybody. Yeah, you're gonna get launched by everyone. It's very unsafe. But, and it also has very shitty range. You see? Just backdashing away is a pretty good idea. Because, again, it doesn't reach. And if you hit this move at tip range, you don't even get the throw guaranteed. I want to see if I can get that. I fucked up. Wow, okay, now this little wants to be godlike? Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, just believe me. At like the max distance you hit with this, the throw is sometimes not guaranteed. I fucked up, but you'll always get a guaranteed down 2. That's always guaranteed. And you get pretty decent wake-ups here. So, it's a decent low, but again, a very risky low. But what I like to do with this low is, let's say the opponent does that back roll. If they do that back roll, Watch this. For God's sake. You know what? Let me stand and approach. I have a little back roll catch with this. If they back roll there. For God's sake, come on. You know what? Come, Geese, come here. Oh my fucking Geese, I swear to God. Alright, thank you. Oh my God. Okay, well, just to let you know, this jump kick is guaranteed. If they back roll, that's guaranteed. And you get a full combo. Alright? I want to get the, come on, I want style points. I need my style points, okay? I need it. Guys, I am so sorry. Alright, I think I got it now. Nope, okay, you know, I give up. Okay, well, you saw what happens. If they back roll, this jump kick is guaranteed. And you can launch them if you have meter, okay? So if they're back rolling, then, yeah. Okay, fuck you, Geese. I'm not angry, Arcade, I'm just salty. Yeah, that's two different things. But you get my point, you get my point. I already talked about that move. Back to, this is your wall bounce without, meter or anything. It's his wall bounce. It's plus on block, which is pretty nice. It is a little bit slow, but, you know, it's decent. Hang on, give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. You know, yeah, Jay, it does remind me of the YouTube curse. But yeah, this is gonna be based. This is mainly used at the wall, plus on block wall bounce. You get pressure with it. It's not really used for anything else though. It is very linear though, so risk is involved. Back 3-2. This move is godlike if you have meter. If you have meter, this move is godlike. If you don't have meter, it's not very good. But yeah, if you have meter, this is your 14 frame launcher, and it's plus on block. It's plus 2 on block, right? Or is it plus 4? Yeah, it's plus 2 on block mid launcher. On back 3, people used to harass with this a lot, but they did nerf the frames on this. It is unsafe on block, but it's the second hit's delayable. People are always going to be scared of that second hit, so you can still kind of harass with back 3 on its own sometimes. That's something to keep in mind. If you want to harass people, even though the frames aren't very good, you can do it with back 3 because that second hit is, especially with meter, is so goddamn scary. Thank you, Hunter. But yeah, this move. This is one of his key moves. It's a godlike move. Godlike. Alright, what do we have next? Back 4-4. This is mainly... This move is not really used anymore. This used to be your main screw move. Like that. That used to be your main screw move, but now I only do this now. So this move is kind of useless now. On its own, it's fucking trash. I don't even want to talk about it. You can duck the second hit even on hits. And the first hit has terrible frames. I mean, it's only minus 13, but it's like, why the fuck would you do that when you have so many better lows? And it's very slow. I'm getting a fucking headache. Okay, while running 1, this move is one of your getting tools. It's very fast, knockdown, wall splat. It's perfect. It's not plus on block. It is safe, but not plus, like most running attacks. But again, really, really fast, knockdown, wall splat. It's good in certain combos. You get to deal with that move. But again, it is linear. But I think it's a shoulder or an elbow. Or it's a shoulder or elbow. So I don't think this can be parried by most characters. That's another thing to keep in mind with that move. Okay, I talked about most of these moves in the punishment section. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about this launcher. This is his 18 frame launcher. It's not very good. I would just do this, honestly. What is this on block? -14. This is also -14. I don't see why you would really use this. I think that kind of sucks. I would just do this. Bro, Law's pressure is godlike, man. Especially if you know the DSS shit. Boy, I mean, Law has some of the most ridiculous frames ever. Okay, sidestep 3. This low is godlike. Godlike low right here, okay? From sidestep. So it is a little bit slow. But god fucking damn, this low is annoying. It's +6 on hit, as you guys can see. On block, -12. Insanely good, right? Now, it doesn't have a lot of range. That is something to keep in mind about. If they're backdashing, it'll miss. But, again, the frames on this low are so good. And not only that, it's unseeable, but it's a counter hit launcher. You see? Guaranteed. It can be iffy at certain... You see, from some range... From some hits, it can be inconsistent, but this does work. But I have the main man curse, okay? Okay, you know what? Fuck the main man curse, man. Okay, now you don't want to work. Fuck the YouTube. Fuck YouTube. Okay, there it didn't even launch. This is a counter hit launcher. Okay, fuck you. Now you don't want to work. Okay, fuck you, main man. But, it is a counter hit launcher. It is, because of the Moon Slicer. And the frames are godlike. It's his best low, I would say. If you didn't have to sidestep to do this, this would easily be his best low. But since you have to sidestep into it, it is a little bit slow. I'm gonna try one more time. It's gonna work this time, watch. Alright, moving on. Let's see. These moves are kind of whatever. The main one you would, from jumping, the main one you would use, this one is mainly used in certain wall combos. But this is the main one you're gonna use. Because, depending on how much you delay it, you get a huge amount of plus frames to where you get a free launcher. And on block, it's heavily plus. But it doesn't have range all of a sudden, okay. But yeah, you see +7. This is gonna be your main jumping move. It's a very, very good move. The frames on it are absurd. Okay. Like I said, fuck YouTube, okay? Oh, we're at his throws now. Shit, okay. So his throws are kind of generic. This is his 1. This is his 2-1. Kind of whatever, right? Son of a bitch. But, his 1+2 throw is actually pretty solid. Because, I mean, first thing first, it's actually, his throw is actually 11 frames. Which is 1 frame faster than a generic throw. So this is his, generic one. That's his 1+2. It comes out relatively fast. Yeah, go ahead. Keep playing Borderlands 2. Gotta keep grinding on that game. But yeah, it throws them across the other side of the screen. So it does position change. That is something very nice. That is nice. If you want to get back on the other side. But the main use for this move is when your back is to the wall. How do I figure this out? Wall. Nope, I have to switch positions. Okay, there you go. So if you hit with this throw next to a wall, that's guaranteed. And it does, how much damage does it do? I think it does 64 damage. So I'll throw next to the wall, that's guaranteed. You get 64 damage if you hit with this throw next to a wall. Which is... it's pretty good. So if they don't break 1+2, 64 damage. With Geese's back to the wall. That's almost like King's Giant Swing. But this is a 1+2. So it's good. But again, if the opponent breaks it, then obviously you can't use it. So that's the main use for that throw. But if they're breaking the throw, then obviously, I mean, good players should be breaking it. Oh, okay, Poochie. Okay. Okay. I got you. I won't forget about that next time I call you. I guess I could show you guys his side throws. They're the exact same freaking thing. Wow, that's lame. That is so lame. That's his ground throw. These are his parries I already talked about. Wow, that's basically that's all of his moves. Yeah, please do that, Jay. Please do that. Please. Oh my god. Okay, so he got through most of his moves. So I talked about the moves I considered good and the moves I considered shit. I talked about his punishment. Talked about his strengths and weaknesses. I guess I could show some combos, I guess. So off of back 3-2, let me go to an you know what? Let me go into an infinite stage, just so but before I do, I guess I could show his wall combo. He has a couple wall combos. Let me just push you to the wall. Okay. So you splat someone. Normally you would do jab, jab, and you would either do this, 2 into core circle forward 1, or you could do 2 core circle forward 2. I normally do this one because of the better wake-ups. Poochie, you are the biggest dick right now, I swear to God. Or you can do a ground throw. That's guaranteed as well. Bam. But you do lose your wall positioning, so if you want to do that, then so be it. But then you can do this. If you have 2 bars of meter, you can do Raging Storm. This does take execution though, so keep that in mind. You can do that, or if the opponent's lower to the ground or to the wall, then you can do this one. You can do down 4 into anything you want. Basically, you can do it into this. Basically, the same options you would do if you hit with the Raging Storm next to the wall. You get the same options as if you would splat them normally. So you can do this, or the ground throw. Thank you, Jez. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing alright. Hope you're doing well. Oh, okay. So you like me saying that. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. But yeah. That's basically your wall combo. And I guess we can now show some combos without walls. Let me change the stage real quick so walls don't get in the way. And again, Hunter, I hope I'm teaching you something. Let's do this stage. Okay, then why the fuck did you say thank you with a purple heart? Explain that to me then. My god, I'm horrible. I'm a Fang player, and I don't hate you, Jay. I'm just, come on, Pooch, I'm messing with you. Yeah. You know, we're doing our daily fun shit talk day. Alright? So first we'll start with back 3-2. The combo I normally do off of it is this. You get 69 damage plus godlike wall carry. Wait, what did I say again? I don't remember what I said. Get demoted? I don't play this game like that no more, Poochie, so I can't get demoted. But, This, yeah, I guess I'll just show the combo again. That's your combo, basically. 69 damage. And I'm glad, Hunter. Thank you. Well, that's unfortunate. Fang players don't like you? I like most Fang players, but I don't know. And then we have the Godlike combo. This is max damage. 94 damage plus Godlike wall carry. You basically do the same combo for most launchers, honestly. That's off of full crash down forward 1. No, nope. Nope. Does this work? No, that doesn't work. So off of this. God damn it. What do I do again? Okay, maybe I'll just do this. I don't know the best combo off while standing 3 yet, but that's what I know. 1 plus 2, you get guaranteed back 2. I hope I'm not going too fast, but I mean, you can rewind it, so I guess it's not a big deal. And again, I'm just showing the basic combos that I do. These might not work for you, but these are just combos that I'm good at. I don't know all the raging, whatever it's called. What is it called again? Deadly Rave. I can't do that yet, which is stupid. Down 4 on counter hit into the same combo. Or if let's say you do this. Hang on, you don't do that. Get pretty good stuff. Down forward 2 on counter hit. You can do that. Standing 4 I think is the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. So off those 2 counter hit launchers, that's what I go for. Let me see, is there any other launch? Oh yeah, while standing 2, if you ever hit with this is the combo I do. That is not the combo I do. That's not the combo I do either. Oh my god. You never use this. I have never used this launcher on purpose. Okay. Yeah, Jay, that's right. That's the only time I ever do Raging Storm. Good command. Let's see. Is there any other launches I'm missing? Oh yeah, I know what I'm missing. So if you hit with this, and let's say you get the 50-50 mix-up off, this is what I do. And then off of the low sweep. Oh, okay, hang on. Okay, so those are the combos off. Those are the combos that I do off of those launchers. Let me just see. Is there any other launcher I'm missing? I'm just making sure I get through all of them. Oh yeah, forward 1 plus 2. Why did I forget about this one? I have a couple combos for this one. I dropped it again because I suck. But yeah, for 4 plus 2, the combo I do is this. Again, for me it's basic. Yeah, the thing is, Hunters, is that you do need really strong execution. When you play Geese or Akuma, but more specifically Akuma. But Geese, you do need execution. That is very important. So if you have execution, Hunter, all these combos that I'm doing right now are really not that hard. Any other launchers I'm missing? Oh yeah, forward 4, okay. I just do this. But yeah, basically Hunter, if you're seeing this, you're basically doing most of the combos the same. I'm not doing a whole lot of differences, and I'm just trying to keep it simple. I'm trying to keep it simple for you. I'm not trying to do a bunch of super stylish combos that are extremely technical. I'm not going to do that. Explain stats later on? Oh boy. What else? Anything else I'm missing? Sidestep 3 is a dick sometimes. I swear to you this, like, it hit, okay, there it goes. Like, it works. That does counter hit launch, if you're at the right angle. So that's why, that's why this low is so godlike. But, honestly, I think that's a pretty good, I think I did a pretty decent job at explaining Geese. Hunter, is there anything else that you would like to know about the character? Just so I don't forget anything. I just want to make sure. And tomorrow I will do Akuma. Even though I think Akuma might be a little bit harder. I think I can do my best. I got his punishment out of the way. I got his pokes. Condos. That's all? Well, thank you. Well, I guess that's it for me right now. Well, best of luck, Hunters. I mean, Hunters, if I can do it, then you can do it. I already know you can. But Fujin's gonna be easy. Like, I literally played Zafina with not having too much experience, and I got her to Fujin easy. And I don't have that much experience with her. So it shouldn't be that bad. But learning all 49 characters, obviously that's gonna be a chore. But I think you can do it. I mean, yeah, Fujin is basically like red rank also, kind of. But here's the thing, it's like, Jay, I stopped at Tekken God. I already know that here's the thing, I already know rank doesn't matter, and, like, you know, I mean, obviously, I already play like a Tekken God Prime. Obviously I do, but I'm only a Tekken God. But the thing is like, I just don't really care for rank like that no more. I used to, but now it's just like, it's whatever, because rank, everyone boosts for it nowadays. Like, D Jones boosted the Tekken God Prime. And if y'all don't believe me, let me show y'all. It's kind of stupid if you ask me. Like, people just boost for Tekken God Prime nowadays. Where's Miguel at? It's like, I just don't care for rank like that. Because I already know I'm a Tekken God Prime. Alright, where's D Jones? Look, right here. Look at this. I mean, do you guys see this? Look at the record. All wins? Yeah, no. There's no way in hell this dude made it to Tekken God Prime. This is the worst Miguel player on Rank Battle. You guys, you clearly see he boosted. I mean, look at it. He literally has all wins in the Tekken God ranks. So he clearly boosted up there. Like, I'm not stupid. And you guys know this, every time I run into this dude in ranked, he gets bodied. Whooped. I have full control of the whole match. He can't touch me. And he'll run from me, he'll plug on me. It's like, you seriously think this guy would be a Tekken God Prime? And people say that my rank's fraudulent, but then you got this. You have people like this, but people say that I boost. People say that Jay boosts. Does that make any sense? No sense whatsoever. Complete fake. Complete fake. So, I already know I'm a Tekken God Prime. I already know that. I don't really need to show it. You know? So that's why I just said, I'm just going to stop at Tekken God and stop playing Rank Battle and focus on Soul Calibur. Once I got Tekken God, I just said, now I'm done with Rank Battle. I wasn't even that excited. I was just like, once I got the rank, I was like, now I'm done with this bullshit. Oh, nothing.